hear what Cam Newton had to say about Shedeur and
I don't listen to this guy, but what did he say though?
and what he should do going moving forward. Did you remember what he said, promo?
He is hating, bro. He a
Not
hater.
verbatim.
I can't stand him.
Well, all of it wasn't hate. Some of it might have came off as hate, but he was saying some encouraging stuff too. You know,
Yeah, because he went through the same thing.
that's how I took it. Yeah,
He went through the
he was
same thing.
speaking. Yeah,
And
yeah, he was saying some stuff that you can consider hate, and some I thought was
Bro,
encouraging.
he literally said he's going to the Browns to not be a starter. You need to put your head down, work in them books, and stop worrying about other stuff. What other stuff he talking about?
he talked
I
rapping.
mean, rapping, making rap songs and
But
stuff.
Shedeur said it after once he got drafted. Shedeur said it. I'm done with the rapping. So what is he talking about?
No, he's just saying basically what the GMs and the owner were saying. Is what he was saying.
But why? Why? It's no point of saying that if he got drafted and said it on Shiloh's Twitch, I'm done with all of that stuff. All I want to do is go there and get into my playbook.
No, but
Why?
that's what he's saying. That's
Why
what
is this
Cam's
even a
saying.
topic?
No,
Bro,
that's what Cam was saying. Just do that.
he probably ain't
That's what
looking
I
at the
was
Twitch because Cam got a lot of stuff going on, but he's saying it
right,
for other players that watch his platform. Like, look,
right.
you come in as high profile when you try to go to the league, what they want. Like, this is what they want. So if you try to do anything outside of this, sometimes they not gonna rock with you like
Who
that.
is?
Let's also say this too, Well. You remember after the club that night, right? And what did they do at the club?
What did
That
who
was
do at the club?
To do at the club after they got drafted.
that was his celebration party. It wasn't really a
I
club.
I asked, what did they do? What did they do?
Nothing. Listen to
I'm
music.
not sure. I'm not. I didn't even see none of that.
He wasn't drinking, if that's what you were referring to.
Man, Adam Pac-Man Jones said all the kid want to do is throw a football and smoke hookah on his spare time, bro. Like he
But you gotta
doesn't want to.
summarize. Can you summarize
He
what Cam was
doesn't
saying
want
though?
to
So
be in the
He
because
wasn't
Cam
spotlight
saying
or
that.
nothing.
because
He
Cam
wasn't
wasn't
saying it
hating.
like that.
Cam wasn't hating at
Yeah,
all, bro.
he
Uh,
wasn't hating.
y'all hear me?
Yeah,
I watched it. I just don't remember what he said. He definitely was
Cam,
hating.
no, how was he hating?
I got to go back and rewatch it.
Hold on. If you gonna
yeah.
call him a hater, but you can't even remember how he a hater, that don't even make sense.
Bro, this was like 3-4 days ago when he talked about this. I don't remember it.
I just saw it today. He
No, but
wasn't
look.
hating though.
Okay, so y'all said after Shadua
I just don't like
after
Cam
he
Newton, bro. I
won
never did.
got drafted, y'all said he wasn't gonna do none of that. He was just gonna work, right?
I
He
mean,
went
what
to the
does it
club
matter what he
and
did that
had money
night,
like a
Tiger?
mug, like normal people don't have, and they filming everything and they flossing a little bit.
What
That
does that matter? He was celebrating that he got drafted. This is
okay.
you acting like this is during the season.
All right, so hold on. A lot of dudes celebrated they got drafted. How many people did we see?
So it's not his fault that he has
Uh,
cameras going around, just
question.
following him everywhere. He's
That
a
was,
high profile athlete.
that was a question. Well, how many other people did we see celebrate?
None that I know of.
That's what Cam Newton talking about.
No, I think it was even more specific than that. It was actually more specific than that. He
Oh,
was talking about
I'll play it right now. I'll play it right now.
Okay, so one of the things he said that Shadua has always got that snobby look on his face. Is that not hating or no?
Protections.
Hold
This
on.
is a great situation for Shedeur. Okay. You dig what I'm saying? It was looking like a question mark to me, but I want to hear your take on that. This is a great situation here because
So now he's saying this is a great situation. So is that hating or is he saying it's a great situation?
You didn't answer my question, Big
you
Tiger.
gotta play. You
No,
gotta
it's
play.
not a great
You gotta play
situation.
more than that.
Oh,
Hold on, hold
Adam
on, hold on, hold
Pac-Man
on, hold on,
said
hold
this
on,
is
hold
the
on, hold
worst
on. Hold
situation.
on, hold on, hold on. Big
He's
Tiger,
gonna
you didn't
make
answer
it
my
great.
question.
well, hold on. Well,
Answer my question first.
look, but what did you ask me? Say it again.
I said one of the things Cam Newton says he always got that snobby look on his face, like he mean all the time. Like, bro, you not like that. Just smile sometimes. Is that not hating?
I mean, I don't know about that because I don't know when last time him and Shadua kind of ran into each other, Shadua wasn't giving Cam no kind of good energy. because he was mad at Cam.
But
But
this
when
is
I
recent. After the draft, he said
but
he got
this
that
what I
snobby
say
look on
when
his
I
face.
say
Because he's a clown, Tiger.
But that's why I want to step in because y'all talk about the little stuff. Like that's
right,
little. The main point he was trying to make, if I can finish my point, is that he was talking about carrying yourself as a QB, and he's saying that he carries
right,
himself more as a DB. And he was talking
We,
about the stand. He's talking
right.
about the standards you must have as a QB.
Boosie, we
And
understand that. We
But
saying
who
the
is
little
he to
stuff that
say
he's
that when
hating
he
on.
hasn't done anything? Your
he was
pitcher
just
isn't.
he
What?
was.
Hold on, Boosie. Let me just finish making this point.
He
Go
ain't
ahead,
done
Your
man.
pitcher, you don't even have a pitcher in none of the Carolina facilities. And I know you damn well don't have one in New England because they kicked your ass to the curb.
Bro,
all
you
right.
can't
So
say
what are
that,
we
What they
bro.
got to
talking
do with
about?
anything?
Hold on.
You cannot
What they
say
got to
that,
do with
bro.
Let
anything?
Come
me and
on,
Will
dog.
talk for a second. Let me and Will talk for a second. What you mean he ain't done that, Will? Didn't he break the rookie record as a passer?
Good for him. What else did he
But
do?
hold on. Is that something or is that nothing? That's something,
That's
right?
something. That's something.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Didn't he won the MVP of the league?
That's okay, Tiger. That's a self accomplishment.
Let's
What
not
hardware did he
let's
bring
not
home?
do our grace like
What
that,
what
dog.
what,
Let's
what
not
did
like
he do at what did he do in the Super Bowl, Tiger?
sure want to do what
Tiger, answer that question for me. What did he do
no,
in the Super Bowl?
we all know what he did in the Super Bowl. He lost.
So just say it for me.
That's what
But
he
No,
what?
he choked.
but,
He
What does
but
that
choked and
matter?
looked played like trash.
diminish this man and he was the MVP of the league, dog. Most people don't even get a chance to be in the
He's a
league.
glorified running back. That's what he is.
He was
But
a
those
quarterback
What?
MVP. That's what he
those,
is.
those are
Hey,
personal attacks,
now
though. What did he say something right though? Well, that's the thing.
I
I'm not sure what he said because I didn't
He
I
see the.
throws. I just
played.
said one thing that he said. He
Hold
throws
on, let
in
me
little
play.
jabs
What I
that people
do
don't like.
know is he's always hating
Well,
on
before I
Shedeur,
get
bro.
y'all
I
talking for
didn't see this new interview. No, I didn't see it, so
well, can
I
you
can't
stop
speak
for
on it.
a second so I can play the interview? Let me play it.
Oh, go ahead,
I
go
did,
ahead.
but he ignored mine. But it's all good.
It's not like he's going into a quarterback room, no matter where whoever was drafted. Yeah. I look at a quarterback room that everybody's even and everybody's equal. So if you legendary, like you say you are, this is how you prove it. Don't lead with the chains. Don't lead with the cars. Don't lead with the aura of content and this that. Man, if you wanna win people over, you win them over by working. You win them over by knowing what you supposed to do and what others are supposed to do as a quarterback. Not this, not the cameras, not
Can you pause it real quick, Tiger?
what we working at
Oh,
today. Hey, coach. Hey, man, I need to get in this book, man. Hey, dog, I need to understand what's my sighted chest. I need to understand all my formations. I need to understand my protections. I need to understand what my slot receiver is supposed to do if we're hot off these two individual defenders. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Lead with work, not clout. Do not, and I'll say this again to add to the third one. Do not play the victim. Because if you would take your situation and you would ask somebody else who would have wanted to be drafted the 144th pick, you got thousands of players that would have said, man, draft me, Cleveland. Just give me a shot. Just give me an opportunity. There's so many players that's still out there that have not got drafted yet. There's so many players that feel like they are deserving of a draft to get drafted. So, yes, is the name big? Yes. But lead with work, not the aura. Yeah. Right?
there we go. Go ahead.
I didn't see no
That's
hate. I didn't hear no hate.
that's not the full interview. But he
So
said other stuff
let
Nah,
me
too.
say
nah,
this.
dude, that was most of it.
He's already won the people over. He has the most jersey sales for a fifth round pick. For a
He's
fifth
not talking
round
about
pick,
the fans.
No,
He's talking about the coaching staff and the
he talking
owner.
about
He
the
got the most
coaches,
jersey
the
sales of this
executive.
draft class. Period.
We talking about the big stuff.
but
Well,
why
not
do why hold on. Why do you need to win them over when he already knows he already knows what he has to go in there and do. He doesn't need to win anybody over. Just
This
go out there and show them why they should have took you in the first round. Like this whole conversation is nonsense, bro. It's just nonsense. It's buffoonery to me. Like I just
Every
don't understand.
room got to
That's
win
great advice.
over, dog. Everybody in that room, if they want to be the starter, they got to
That's
win.
not all he said, but it's all right.
But
But he's
that's
the
most of the good
best.
stuff.
He's
Yeah,
the
most of the
best
good stuff. All
quarterback
right.
in that
It makes
room
sense.
by far. Right now, today,
But
he's
but
better
but
than Joe Flacco and everybody else to follow.
You
Right
Joe
now.
Flacco Joe Flacco's a Super Bowl winning quarterback too, though.
always
Let's
say
not.
you don't
Right.
have a resume in that room.
And he also 40 and sits in the pocket.
You don't.
Right.
You
But
don't
he's
have the
done it already, though.
right.
Like you
Does he got a
can't.
resume
He
in
ain't
that?
finna do it this year.
All you need to
Well,
know from Joe Flacco is how to. Go ahead, Tiger. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
he had the best resume in that room.
Does who have the best
He
resume?
does, but he not gonna be able to do nothing this year. So who cares?
Hey, y'all, we trying to have a educated conversation, y'all. Does
That
he
is educated. What do you
best?
mean?
Does he
We
have the
are.
best resume in the room with all these
I'm trying to figure out who you talking about, Tiger. I can't even hear you.
all the quarterbacks that's in the room? The five, well, the four quarterbacks.
Oh
'Cause,
yeah, there's five of them. Okay, what
yeah, the
about it?
really matter because he done. The other four, does he have the best resume out of the other four quarterbacks?
Does who have the best resume? Joe Flacco?
Joe Flacco knows the offense, front and backwards.
Right. So that's what I was getting ready. That's what I was trying to get ready to say, Tiger. All Shedeur need to do is learn how to prepare from
Uh,
Joe Flacco and carry himself in the
Okay.
NFL. All
Well,
that
well,
extra curricular activities that this nutcase you got on the screen is talking about
you dunking the question
is
though. Well,
buffoonery.
I asked you.
Wait,
Cam
how am
Newton.
I dunking it?
I asked you
Cam
a
Newton,
question.
though.
I said, does he have the best resume in the room?
Who Shador? No, how could he? He hasn't played the down in the NFL.
hey,
Okay,
You
so
know that. And why are you asking rhetorical questions,
all
Tiger?
right,
Come on.
so he's not proving yet. You got a guy that's won a Super Bowl in that room. You got another guy that was an NFL starter in that room, and you got another quarterback that
Who's
got
the
more.
NFL starter?
You got another
Cody Pickett.
Pickens.
Kenny Pickett is a backup.
He was a
He started.
Back
He
up.
started a couple games in Pittsburgh.
was a starter for like 2 years for the Steelers.
Right.
And did what, Tiger? Did what?
They went to the playoffs both years.
And did what in the playoffs?
They made it to the playoffs, dog.
Don't give me no
Steelers didn't
guy
go to
that
the playoffs because of Kenny Pickett.
done.
Quit that cap.
You're
Yo,
right.
yo, yo, can I get my take when y'all
You
done, man?
please, please,
Yeah,
chef,
go ahead.
cook them,
Oh
cook
Lord,
them,
man.
chef.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I don't know if
let's.
Tiger, I don't know if Tiger done yet. Anytime he start leaning to the side, put his ear close, he got something else he want to say.
I
Okay,
don't
go
know.
ahead, Tiger.
Tiger
Um,
be
what,
getting us.
what what I'm saying is if you put all their resumes down, he doesn't
Hmm.
have the strongest resume. So when these coaches are gonna go into this season, they got their job on the line. So they normally they're gonna go with the guy that has the most experience. That's how almost any job. That's how they normally do it. They go with the people with the most experience. So if you look at
Right.
every resume, everybody kind of got a better resume than should do it on paper. Now,
So
one
so so
playing
if Joe Flacco had their best resume on the course and Anthony Richardson started over him, then what?
and Anthony Richardson lost his job, didn't
No,
Yep.
he got injured.
he was he starting at the end of the season?
Nope.
He was starting the beginning of the season.
But he didn't finish the starter.
but
And
you guys getting you
he
guys
Yeah,
might
getting
he
not
away
start
from
again.
the you guys getting
Anthony
away from the
Richards did
main
finish the
point
season
though.
as a
The,
starter.
the main point was that is this Cam Newton have points. That's the
Can,
No,
main
he
argument.
doesn't. No,
can
he
I can
doesn't.
I can I give my take on it?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my fault. I'm a little late, man. I was doing my thing, but I gotta agree with Webb, man. I gotta agree with Webb 1,000%. The
My
reason I agree
dog.
with Webb, the reason I agree with Webb is because so many words and terms that Cam used in that let you know it wasn't genuine. When he starts saying stuff like "don't lead with clout," and you have to win the people over. Now, I don't know if it's a lack of him being able to use the right verbiage or terms, but you can tell that it's not coming from a genuine place. It's not coming from a genuine place. Is some of the advice he's giving good? Absolutely, but it's not coming from a genuine place.
That's two different things though.
It's
Different
not
things,
coming
bro.
from a I care about Shador. I want him to succeed. When you say don't lead with clout, bro, that's taking a shot at him.
That's
Why
also
why
not
why
the
why
whole
did you say
interview.
that?
He said more than that too.
And
He
not throughout the entire time. He never not one time said, we all know you. I know you weren't supposed to go in the fifth round. Now go and prove to these people that you shouldn't have been a fifth round pick. He never mention that. Instead, he said, "You know how many people would want to go in the 5th round? How many people would want your spot? Yeah, there's a lot of people who want that spot, but not people who was supposed to go in the 1st round.
I got you,
So
but
it's a difference."
is you can look at the cup half empty or half full. So
The
like right
chef is here.
good situation. That's what he kind of saying. Like, all right, the past is the past. Yeah, you lost all your money, but if you keep dwelling on that, you might miss your opportunity. But okay, so you kind of saying he ain't
But
really
hold on, Tiger. Who's dwelling on it?
Yeah,
Because he could have
what signs
easily,
have Shador gave y'all
wait.
him that he's gonna do
Hold
that?
on. Let me cook him real quick, chef. He could have easily just been chilling right now until he was due to report in Cleveland. Do you know what he did in Cleveland today?
he's working out.
No. He showed up to kids and had every kid in the facility locked in. Do you know how hard it is to have every kid in the facility engage in a conversation that you're having with them?
Well,
Nobody
I think
told Shador to
my
do
dog,
that.
you're missing the point though, Webb.
But he
I'm
also
not
Cam was
missing the
talking.
So what's
point.
y'all
Cam
what
was
is
It's
y'all
talking.
because
point?
y'all like this coon,
What?
bro.
Listen,
He's
No,
a
no,
listen.
no. We can't do
coon.
Cam
that. We
Newton
can't do
made a
that.
good point, but
What
y'all
Cam,
what
not
what
Cam,
what is the
y'all
point
not
that y'all
y'all not
making?
watching the whole
Cam is
Cam.
a
interview of what
I
he's
coon.
can't even finish my
saying.
damn point.
It's a
Cam was
whole
talking about winning over the executives, the
But why
GMs, the
does he
owners,
have
the
to?
coach, the coaches, the position coach. He was
Boosie,
talking
my
about a
question
higher.
is, why does he have to win them
You're
over?
talking about social media, Webb.
No, I'm
You're talking
not.
about
I
social
never
media.
mentioned social
see.
media.
I
I
hate this
never
because
mentioned
y'all not
social
watching
you
the
media.
never
whole interview.
Why
so
does
Y'all
he
only
have to
watching a
I
win
did watch
small
the
over
whole
clip.
thing.
coaches and GMs?
Y'all watching a
Why?
small
that's
clip of
what
what
Because
Answer
he
that
said. He
question,
was
because
hating the
Boosie.
whole interview.
he's a damn quarterback
And how does he win them over?
by being in the
yeah,
By
booth.
going out there
So
and playing. By going
he
out
just
there with
did
your
everything that y'all
spade.
telling him to do. He just did all that in college, and that didn't win them over. So y'all are saying that
What?
what he needs to basically not be himself to win them over because
That's not
everything
what
y'all
he's.
saying that he needs to
He
do.
basically
No, it's
said
not
leave
now
the
that he's
jury at the
there.
house.
He had an opportunity to win them over in college. He did
no,
everything they want him to do already.
college, they hit the reset button, right? You know, once you in the pros and you go to a new team, it's a reset button. So you
But if
got to
you draft me, I should have already won you over.
well
If we're talking about winning people over,
they
that's a whole different thing. If you draft
That's
me, I should have already won you over.
you,
they drafted
man. You
another
just
coach.
got drafted, dog. Like you
But
gotta
if
prove
why
yourself in
draft
camp.
me? Why draft me if I didn't already win you over?
They drafted two quarterbacks. So
Okay,
Okay.
since he
no,
since he been drafted, what he done?
that makes it even worse. Why take me if I didn't win you over already and you already had a quarterback?
Hold on, Jerome. Since he been drafted, what have he done? That's just so disappointing in front of the eyes of the NFL.
That's Cam Newton didn't say that. Cam Newton said he has been disappointed.
no,
Cam just said
Cam
what you must
Newton
do.
Cam Newton
Cam
made
just
a
said
lot
what
of
you must do moving
assumptions
forward.
and
what
he
Cam Newton was trying to explain to Shedeur. Since Shedeur has been drafted, since Shedeur said he's just going to go in there and work, what has Shedeur done? He's posted a video when he was in the club with a bunch of money. He's
He didn't
posted a
post that
video when
video.
he's posted a video when he was outside working out, and now way up telling me about something else that he done posted. So even though he's doing what normal people would
He
do,
didn't post that. Cleveland, the people who cover Cleveland football team posted that.
He ain't post nothing. But
well,
him working out on the side of the hill.
and he posted one when they was in the club. So he
He
posted
didn't post that. He didn't post that.
his camp
But
posted.
that's his celebration
what
party. That was planned regardless if he went to
So
Cleveland or
now
if he
people
went to
can't celebrate when
Canada.
they
That
get
was
drafted.
already
Okay.
planned.
But Rome, what other players?
what I'm saying. Go ahead, Tiger, because I want to make a point after you.
Rome, what other player you seen in a celebration party?
That's just not what they
Derek
do.
Harmon.
What other quarterback does that?
That's not who and
Johnny
Boosie. Don't go into
Manziel,
the quarterback got
Johnny
to carry
Manziel.
themselves differently.
And Johnny
I don't want
Manziel
to
not
hear
in the
none of
league no
that
more.
shit.
It's the truth. Sorry,
A
Jerome.
football
It's
player is a
not the
football player.
truth.
It's the
Boosie,
It's
truth.
not the
Boosie,
truth.
Yes, it
A
is.
football
Boosie.
player is a
No,
No,
football
it's
it's
player.
not,
not.
Boosie. Where
It's
was
not
Listen,
all
even
this
close to
talk
the
when?
truth.
man.
Hey,
You
Boosie,
got
where
you
was
killing
all
me.
this talk when Johnny Manziel got drafted?
It
Johnny
was
When
Manziel ain't
Baker
in the league no
Mayfield
more.
No,
got
Johnny
drafted?
Manziel.
no,
That's why he fell off and ended up in the
But I'm
damn.
No,
asking,
he fell off because he
just
didn't want to
answer
put in
my
the work.
question. Answer my question. Where was all of these pundits at when
it,
Johnny Manziel and Baker
Johnny
Mayfield got
Johnny
Manziel
drafted?
got
Manziel
the
had constant
same treatment.
criticism. What are you
Yeah, the
talking
same
about?
treatment.
Bro.
Bro,
well, okay,
Ain't
Any
nobody say
you're
that
not
on Michael
answering my
Penix when he
question,
got
bro.
I
drafted.
did
You're
answer the
doing
question.
exactly
wait,
what that duck is
hold on.
doing on the
Let me
screen, Boosie.
last part. Cam,
No, you're not listening, dog. Johnny Manziel got nothing but media hatred because he.
okay,
Go ahead.
all right, let me play this last part because I see like Ron was saying Cam Newton didn't really have no kind of remorse for Shedeur. You tell it wasn't genuine. So let's see, was this genuine?
Hey, before you play that, hold on. Before you play that, can you also play some other stuff that he has said in the interview? Since you just playing just
Well,
that.
look, if y'all want me to play stuff, you got to send it to me. That's why I asked you for your phone number in the back chat the other day. If you want me to put something on the show, you got to send it to me before the show starts.
All right,
Cause you just
play that.
saying like Cam Newton just all
I
positivity.
ain't saying nothing about Kendall. I'm just playing what I heard. That's all I'm doing. I'm playing what I heard,
All
and
right.
So
I'm
that's
how Cam feel about the situation. Last time when Cam was doing what he doing, I went in on Cam. Was
so
I
that
siding with Cam then when I said you doing too much, Cam? Come up to the game, talk to this man before the game start. You need to do that after the game. That's not the place for you to be on the field trying to talk to Shedeur before his game about some mess y'all got going on.
so y'all felt that part that you just played was genuine because what Cam is talking about is not leading clout, and Cam is only speaking on Shador to get clout. So he is contradicting himself, and y'all saying that that's coming from a genuine place.
All right, Cam is trying to be a media personality right now. So when you're
Okay,
media personality, you report all the stuff, you hit all the stories. When you're trying to be an NFL quarterback, and for a group of people that don't want you to make a lot of noise, they don't want you to do that.
that doesn't have anything to do with being genuine at all.
All
Just
right.
because Cam's trying to be a media personality and he got to do this, that doesn't mean y'all sitting up here acting like, oh, Cam gave Shador some great advice. One, he said shit that Shador's already doing and already knows. So he what he's saying was irrelevant, and it's not like Shador didn't already know that. He should showed y'all that he know that because he already in Cleveland trying to work. Yeah, he had a party that was already pre-planned. That's his last celebration party before he go to his new job. Everybody knows that.
All right, so tell me this wrong. So tell me this. What did Cam Newton say wrong to Shador?
Hey
He
Tiger,
he
I
said
just
a
put it
lot.
in the
Play the
back
clip
chat.
again. Play the clip again, and
I just
I'll
put it in the back chat. Press the link.
play the clip again because when you talking about don't lead with clout, like come on, bro, what is you talking about? What do you mean don't lead with clout? You don't think
I
I've been
just
You
putting
put
in
know
the
what?
work? You
I
don't think
just
I've
put a
been
link.
grinding 24/7 for these past few years? You think I'm leading with clout? You
I just
think you think I'm got to where I am right now because of clout? You don't think I put in the work? That's what you're saying. You're
No,
saying you don't think I put
please
in the
No,
click
work.
the
no,
link
he
in
didn't
the
say
back
nothing
chat.
about you not putting in the
he
work.
didn't say that.
So
He
if
didn't.
you
He didn't say
saying
that.
don't lead with clout, you know who else said clout? You know who else talked about clout when it was associated to Colorado and them?
No, I don't know.
Dan Lenning. Dan Lenning. Cam knows what he's doing,
Okay,
man. But go
so
ahead and
what?
play the clip.
And that's all dealing with what clicks and views and stuff like that.
It's a
But
link in the back chat. Please click.
that has nothing to do with Shador and coming in and earning his spot. Forgot he was a fifth round draft pick. He already knows that they're not wanting him there. He already is well aware and understands that. Cam Newton, like I said, he said some good stuff, but I could tell it's not genuine from the other stuff that he said.
So you're saying he's right, but you just don't like the way he said it.
No, I'm saying there's
You
some
said
valid points in there, but there's some stuff that he shouldn't have said that he could have left out. To if he wanted people to think it was genuine, he should have left some of that shit out that he said.
I just put a
But
link in the.
he wasn't trying to be genuine. He was reporting.
No, it's what
he
No,
talking
no,
what
about
I
his
no.
personal
Hold on.
intentions.
So
He was
this
just
was
reporting.
listen.
to be
I,
genuine right here. So let's listen and see what's he genuine right here.
So bad for Shador. I feel so bad for Dion. I feel so bad for Shiloh. I feel so bad for family Junior, just the whole family, because it's such a vulnerable moment. It's such a time where you think about what the NFL draft is. This is probably the only moment in American history where minorities turn millionaires in a day. Just like that. It's like bigger than a graduation. You know what I'm saying? Where at least 100, 200, potentially even 300 individuals are going to become or change the dynamic of their family's lineage off of one day. Man. And somebody playing with you. And to have this G14 classified information leaked on your hands, let's flip it, right? Yeah. Because there's so many people that have emotional distress. Correct. They be sued because the embarrassment. He should have some type of fine associated with it. And they didn't handle him directly. You know what I'm saying? What does an apology do when I was publicly embarrassed? Yeah. So that will stop all these games and all this, you playing back up. Like, bro, I don't play like that. And you shouldn't play like that either. But some would say, bro, it was a joke. It was a prank. Yeah, but bro, you got to understand. You got to cite the source and cite the individual. That's not something that you play with. Yeah. And you're trying to, use him as a piñata to hit around for your reasoning. It's like, nah, dog. Like, heck no. He's human at the.
All right. So was he sympathetic then wrong?
No, still not sympathetic at all. Still not
He
sympathetic.
just blamed Shedeur for what he just did.
He's
He
I
really
still
just
not
blamed.
sympathetic, bro. Y'all not. I don't know. I know y'all big Cam fans. I like Cam too. I'm not gonna
no,
discredit what he did in the college or in the league. I'm not gonna do that. Cam was one of the best to do what he did. MVP, went to the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna discredit him at all. But when it comes to Shedeur and the Sanders family, Cam is a D1 hater. And if y'all sit up here and try to act like he ain't because what he's saying, just because somebody's saying something that has some truth to it, doesn't mean that they're not hating on you in other aspects of it. Y'all act like everything that he said was
no,
genuine, was out
no,
of love for
But
Shador. That's not the
Jerome,
case.
stay on
bro.
topic. Let's talk
Never
about what
I
he
am
said.
on topic. Nigga, what you mean stay on
He
topic?
never said that. He never
said that.
You get
Oh,
emotional, Jerome. Relax, buddy.
I
About
said I'm
he
on
never said
topic,
that.
nigga. What do you mean? I'm on
about
topic. Don't tell me to stay on topic when I'm telling you I'm on topic. We talk
on the
about Cam
prank
Newton and Shador.
phone call. What did he say that was not genuine on that prank phone
Play
call?
the clip
Tiger.
again.
They
Play it again,
no, hold on,
Tiger.
hold on. He
Play
ain't
it
got
again and really listen to it.
That was 2 minutes, dog. You what
No,
you
no, no, no. Play the first clip again and really listen to it.
no,
dog?
no.
Hey,
Tiger.
Jerome, hungry,
Last I
man.
just
Give
we
Jerome
already
a. Hey,
talked about
Jerome, go get some cereal. Come
Boosie,
back.
show us how you look, nigga. Show us your face.
dog, man. Hey,
Damn.
Exactly.
right now
Shut the
y'all be
hell up.
listening to dog. And
No, I just want you to play the first clip again.
dog, why we playing the first? We already talked about the first clip.
Bro,
I was
Tiger.
saying,
They
look,
sent you a
play the
clip.
second clip, and you let me know was he genuine in the second clip.
So are you gonna play one clip or
Me
no?
personally, I don't believe he was genuine. I already answered that.
All right, promo. Do you think he was genuine?
I think he was genuine.
Boosie, do you think he was genuine?
I don't know his internal feelings, but I feel like his
I mean,
words were correct. I feel like he was right. I feel like he's right. I don't know if he had some hate on Shador. I don't know, but I feel like some of the advice he was giving was definitely correct.
all right.
So that
Now,
means no, he don't think he was genuine. So keep going down the list.
all right, little Bucky, do you think he was
I mean, I
genuine?
can speak for myself.
Hold
No,
on,
you
hold on, hold
can't,
on.
because you didn't answer the damn question. Then he
Man,
asked you the question.
answer, Boosie. You kind of skimmed around it.
Hold on. So I told you they sent you the link and you won't play it. Is my thing.
Dog, I just was playing some shit, Bucky. Goddamn, man, what the fuck, bro? Dog, y'all tripping, man. Like,
Y'all
for
niggas need
real,
some
y'all tripping.
goddamn food tonight, man.
I ain't talking
Dog,
about that clip. I'm talking about the clip I sent you.
damn, folks, I just played the damn video,
I
man.
ain't talking about that.
We still discussing the video I just played, Bucky.
But this
You
goes in
gonna
the
be
same
playing
video
both
as
at the
what I'm.
same time, folks? You
This
gonna be
goes in
playing
the
both at the
same
same
video.
time?
This goes in the same video as what I'm talking about, bro.
Oh.
Is you slow? Like what?
No, I ain't slow. I'm play both of them at the same time, Bucky.
You just got done playing that video, so play the
Now,
other
we
video.
just talking about the video right now, dog.
That's the
Well,
same clip as
let's
what I'm
go play
saying.
it. Hey, Bucky, just play the video and then
Man,
tell us what he said.
the point. Who cares if he was genuine or not? If he was right, he
Right.
was right. If he was wrong, he was wrong. That's why I'm saying Jerome didn't stay on topic because now he got
I
us talk about his intent. I don't care about
no,
his intent.
I
All we
am
care
staying
about.
on topic the entire time. I didn't mean to cut you off, but the entire time I said some of the stuff he said was absolutely 100% spot on, but some of the other stuff he said was ingenuine, and I feel like it was hate. How's that's not me being off topic?
He's
Y'all,
right.
I'm not
He
saying
was
I
right.
agree with everything he said. I'm also not saying I disagree with everything he said. I'm saying he could have left a lot of the stuff out that he said. Like, how is that me not being on topic?
And Rome, you're not wrong.
When you start talking about don't lead with clout and do like, come on, bro. Like, why did you need to bring the jury, the cars? Like, what is that? Why are you even mentioning that?
I think it's
Like, you think
jealousy
Shador
because
that dumb?
I
You
Bro,
think
think he
Shador that
a
is that
Rome.
dumb? Like, you
A Rome.
disrespecting this man's intelligence now when you
bro,
saying
that
Rome.
nigga
I
stuff
said
that he
think
don't
it's
clearly
lead
jealous.
with clout.
understands.
I think it's jealousy because he didn't have it at this stage of his career. I think that's what it is, bro.
What?
I don't know what it is, but what I say is like it was
Come on now.
unnecessary. It was
Come
unnecessary.
on.
It's cool to
It
say
gotta
going
be.
there.
That's the only other thing I can think of, bro.
Cam was the number
Why
one
do
It's
pick.
you, why do
hold,
you have?
hold on. It's cool to say
But
go in there, put your
NIL
head
wasn't
down,
around back then.
go in there, put your head down, grind, work, show them that you belong there. That's cool, but don't lead with clout. Don't bring the jury in. Don't be throwing your watch in the air. Like, come on, Cam. You don't need to say all that shit. And
And
if y'all
fuck what
think
you
that's cool
talking
that
about,
he's
bro.
saying
That
that,
nigga whole
y'all
No,
tripping.
personality out, bro.
but Jerome, you act like them other owners and GMs ain't saying the same thing. I mean, Phil Sims, did you see the Phil Sims what he said
It doesn't
Yeah,
in
matter
I
that
what they're
interview?
and
saying.
that
They're
Hey,
that
telling
makes it
this
That's
even.
what I'm
man
saying.
not to
No,
be
no,
himself.
where, no,
Well,
where
hey,
you missing
did
the
y'all see
point.
the
That's
picture
how they
after the
looking at
party?
him.
well, you
That's how they're perceiving him. And
yeah.
Did
Cam
Yeah,
y'all
just
see?
trying to
Did y'all see
tell
the
him
picture after the
you need
party
to
though?
Like,
act
look,
like a
y'all, look,
quarterback.
I'm
That's all
real
he's
talk,
saying.
for real deal, dog. When somebody asks a question, and if y'all come back with something other than just answering the question, bro, I'm gonna start booing folks, dog. Cause y'all messing up the quality of the show. You got to answer the question and then say what you want to say. Y'all can't
Right.
just skip around people questions, dog.
Did y'all see the picture after the party though?
What party?
After the party, y'all were talking about when they give him that $1 million. Did y'all see the picture after that?
No.
no, what happened?
What picture?
All right, right after that party at like around 8 to 9 a.m. He was at the gym working out.
Yeah, we talked
Yeah,
about he
yeah.
been in
Shout,
working.
yeah, shout to him. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's part of it too. That got everything that's connected to the party too. And plus, he had to go to the party, bro. He had the Jamaican shorty with him. He had to go.
But see, y'all missing the point. Y'all missing the point. All these parties,
Oh my
Oh,
Hey,
god.
bro.
all these
Hey, Boosie, that was legendary, Boosie. That was
yeah. You
legendary.
tell me you gonna be on the
Hey,
wrong with that
Tiger in
one.
promo. I got a question for you after Tiger say what he got to say. I got a question for Tiger in
all,
promo.
Hurry up.
Go ahead, Tiger. I got a question for you when you done.
all these parties,
Huh?
all these cats had a great
Chill,
time
Boosie.
the night after they got drafted, especially the dudes that got win in the first round. But how
Hmm.
many videos have we seen of them cats party?
They couldn't, Tiger. They had to get on the private jet at 5 in the morning to go to where they go. That's what first rounders do. That's what Shedeur was planning on doing because he was supposed to go in the first round. But since that didn't happen, he took advantage of the time that he had. He could have stayed a whole nother week
Bro, I can
without
name
working
three
out because
right
he
now.
don't was supposed to report to camp to the ninth.
Bro, I
Okay, the
can
dudes
name
that
three of
went
them
in the
right
second
now.
round, the dudes that
Huh?
went
Three
in
of them
the second
right
round.
now. The
Hold on, the dudes.
Kentucky
Dog,
players.
hold on, bro. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Dudes that went in the second round,
Yeah.
dudes that went in the third round.
Hey, Boosie,
Tiger,
chill.
I got a question for
Hey,
you. Do you
who was
think
that
that the
guy?
dudes hold on, can I ask this question real quick? So the dudes that went in the second and third round, do you think if they went to a party that we would know about it?
Bro, the Kentucky
Hell
players
no,
had
we
a
don't. We
party,
ain't gonna know about it because they're nobodies. We don't know them. So we
bro.
don't know if they partied or not, right or wrong. Just answer that. Is that right or wrong?
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm
you could
telling
be
you, the
correct,
Kentucky
but
Jerome
at
players
must
had a
Jerome must have
party.
been at the
the
party.
time, like, okay, I know Lejante. I watched Lejante stuff. I
Jerome
be
was cooking.
watching
And
Lejante.
LaJonte had a party
I didn't
with
see
alcohol and weed and everything
LeJounte is
else
a wide
associated.
receiver, man. He's a wide
Right.
receiver.
That was the
but
whole
I
hold
point.
on.
don't care
But
what he
What
is.
does that matter? He still
Y'all,
plays football.
bro, that's a
Listen,
big difference. That's the whole
the
point.
party happened. Cam wasn't speaking on the party. Cam was speaking on everything else. He didn't even mention the party. He's speaking on all the other unnecessary stuff, the cars, the jewelry. Like, why are you talking about that stuff? That's my only concern with Cam Newton's comments. He talked about clout. He talked about jewelry. He talked about the cars. He talked about throwing your wrist up. Like, why are those topics that you're discussing, Cam? Like, why? That's what I
Maybe
want to
because he
know.
want that.
hold on. Let me back
Jerome
up.
must be a party promoter,
Out.
man.
I cut out. Wrong. You said Lejante had a party and they were
Yeah.
smoking weed and all that. Where did you see that? At?
Man, I was obviously I'm joking, Tiger. He wasn't smoking weed and doing none of that. But he did have a party where people were drinking, him and Jimmy Horn. You seen both
Damn.
of them.
I'm
You
saying,
You
where
sound
seen
you?
like
both
you
of
s-
them.
you, you sound like the Cam version of to LeJounte.
Listen, you seen everybody had a party. The later round people that we know, we seen them have a party. We don't know these
That was
other
during
people
the
you're
day
talking
though.
about.
Shedeur shit was
Ask
at
you where you see
nighttime.
that at? I didn't see. I seen Lejante have a draft party.
Hmm.
Jimmy have a draft party. I didn't
What do
see
you,
them after the night at a club nowhere partying. I didn't see that.
what do you think happened after they got drafted?
I
We
don't
don't
know,
know. We didn't see it.
and
We
that's what
don't
that's what
exactly, Tiger. That's what I'm telling you. You don't know if they had a party or not, so you can't say, "Well, why we didn't see nobody else have a party?" You
But
don't know if they had a
you
party.
just
Cam Newton
proved Tiger's
said,
point.
bro. Cam
You
Newton
just
said,
proved
if
Tiger's
you
point.
do what you do, don't lead with social media. Just do your
Right.
thing, but you don't got to broadcast it.
Bro, wherever
You just proved
Shador
his
go
point.
getting posted, bro. He can't even go to in and out without getting posted. Y'all acting like this is a regular dude. Y'all think he just posting all these videos?
I ain't gonna lie, he did go
That's
to
what I
a
tried to tell
he
him,
did go
Rome. He's a
to an
high
empty
profile
he did go
athlete.
to an
No,
empty field
dog,
and
dog.
kids was posting him out of
He
nowhere.
he took money into a club see through, so you can see the money through.
No, he
They
didn't,
said that was
man.
a gift.
They gave him the money at the club. Tiger, you assuming you don't even know.
Nah,
You just
nah,
making
nah,
shit
bro.
up now.
On
He
me,
bought that
fat
Louis
fitted
pack.
cap.
That Louis shit, that was his. But the money, somebody else brought that money and they put the money in it. The Louis shit, he bought that himself. The Louis shit, that was his.
So he brought some Louis stuff in the club, right?
The
Yes,
Louis
he
shit,
bought the
that was
Louis
his.
bags.
But the money, they brought the money inside of it with that. But the Louis shit, he bought that himself. That was his shit.
All right. So
Hold
Rome,
That's
on,
an
whoever
assumption
dragging the
too, man.
wagon,
Chairman don't
dragging the
know that for
wagon.
sure. That's
Bro,
assumption too.
it's a
He didn't.
video.
He
Go
didn't
watch
come out and say,
Orlando.
"Oh, these are my Louis suitcases." If somebody
Bro,
brought me some money,
bro,
that's
he
an
opened the
assumption, man. Come
package
on,
on
Tiger,
man.
Red
somebody
Road,
sent
bro.
you $2.
Look up on live for.
said you dragging that wagon.
He opened that shit on Red
Trying to
Road,
drag
bro.
that wagon too.
That was a whole
You,
pack of
Jerome,
shit.
It
you
show
Jerome,
love.
who you think gave him that money?
I have no
You
idea,
think
It
showed
probably
honestly.
up?
Travis.
I
It
think
probably
Coach Prime gave
Prime.
him that shit.
It probably Coach Prime. He probably had a meal for him and a meal for Shiloh for
Man.
making it to the NFL.
So
And
Well,
Jerome, Jerome a party promoter, man. Be real.
Come
all right,
on,
y'all
man.
tell me
He be
who's the
twerking.
last guy y'all know that had a lot of money like that in the club?
Muhammad
Pac-Man
They
Jones.
Ali.
50 Cent, Floyd
they ain't
Mayweather.
ball they ain't
Pac-Man
balling like
Jones.
Shedeur.
Pac-Man
Batman,
Jones threw 81 grand.
Pac-Man Jones.
And then
And
got
what
mad when
happened
they started
tonight?
picking it up.
And what
nigga
happened
Bro,
Trey
tonight
threw
with
a million
Pac-Man
in the
Jones in
club.
the club? What happened tonight?
what happened
A
to
brawl.
Shador?
A brawl happened.
A brawl happened because people ain't used to seeing that much money.
But did a brawl happen with Shador?
It didn't, but this is what we saying, Rome. When stuff like that can go left at any time when you out here with
But
a lot
it
of money
didn't.
like that,
You're right. It can go left.
but
Why
but
are
it
you moving the
did.
goalposts, Tiger?
No, I'm not moving the goalpost, but
He's
it
not
did
moving the
happen.
goalposts.
Get your
It
nose
did
out the cap.
happen with Pac-Man Jones,
Hmm.
and now you finna be the leader of the team.
Yeah.
So what they saying, what Cam is saying is, keep yourself out of these situations where they can even try to put you in any kind of like negative light. Just
You
That's a
know
don't.
what's
fact.
crazy? You know what's
Man,
crazy about
Jerome know what we
all of
talking
this?
about. Jerome
You know
knows.
what's crazy about all this? Cam didn't speak on the party at all. Y'all speaking on the party. Cam's attacks
No,
was
you
strictly
brought the
on
party up. We didn't say
what?
nothing about no party.
No, we
Y'all
brought
brought
Listen
the
the
what
party up.
listen to what I no, I never brought the party up. Listen to what I'm saying. We're talking about Cam, and Cam never spoke on the party. So y'all saying, well, this is
social
what Cam is saying. Don't know. Cam wasn't talking about the party.
He
Cam
talking
was
about.
talking about all the other bullshit. Now, if
He
Cam
said
would have talked about the what you say, I can't hear you because I'm trying to talk while you're talking at the same time.
because
What'd
he
you say?
said he with social media and the party we seen it on social media.
Tiger, that but why not speak on the party directly?
Bro, can I say this though? Can I say
Because
this?
the party
Oh,
is not a issue. A lot of draft Cam probably had the same type of party when he got picked up. The party is not an issue.
But did
bro,
we see?
the
No,
nigga
because there was no social
bought,
media.
Why is the topic of having a party such a big issue?
Yeah, it
the
makes no
nigga,
sense. You want him to have a
It
party and then
makes
hide
makes
it? Like,
no sense.
who
Makes
cares
no
if he had a
sense.
party? Like, y'all is taking on to something that doesn't matter, bro.
We talking about social media. That's what Cam was talking
So
about.
y'all want him to stop posting. Y'all only want him to post workout videos, is what you're saying.
So Cam was saying don't post nothing, just go in there and work.
Okay, and you think Shador can do that really?
Yes, he
Man, you act
can.
like you
You
don't
think
know the
Nike, Gatorade, Beats by Dre gonna let him not post
man. You
anything?
act like you don't know how NFL quarterback
But y'all
supposed to
saying
conduct
don't post the
himself.
party, but he
Oh
didn't
You
my
post
know
that.
that.
His
god.
team
bro,
NFL
posted it.
quarterbacks
NFL quarterback,
don't
bro.
party?
Chill out.
NFL quarterbacks don't party and post it.
Oh my
But
god.
he
He
didn't
Y'all
didn't
post
tripping
post
it
it. His
though,
now.
bro.
team did.
What?
Y'all tripping now.
What? So Tom Brady ain't party and posted? Are
Man,
you
what? Hey,
kidding me?
He posted, Royal. Tell me.
Tiger, go back to his Super Bowl parties.
You tell me when. Where? What happened?
When he won the Super
Michael Penix
Bowl.
did it last year.
after he won the Super Bowl, that's a big difference.
Michael
No,
Penix did it last
But
year.
it doesn't matter. Y'all said yeah, it doesn't
no,
matter.
He's
It
out.
doesn't matter. Y'all said quarterbacks don't post parties at all. That's what y'all said.
no, stop the count. What happened at the party? Well, what happened?
I
But
just
He
look,
said
was in
we
Michael
there
don't switch
Penix.
the
partying.
topic now because Cam Newton didn't speak on this. All I'm
Bro,
saying is Cam Newton gave some valid
whether
points, but
I'm
he
right,
also hated. I don't like the fact that
he's a
he
hater.
and this is
He's
my
a hater.
opinion. This is my
That doesn't
opinion. Like you
marry
didn't have to bring
nothing.
up the jury, the cars, the clout, the throwing your wrist in the air. Like, I don't think you needed to do all of that. But if you felt like you need to do it as your media personality, then cool. This is my opinion. That's your opinion. I don't know why
And
we
Cam,
arguing over each
that's
person's
why Shedeur
opinion.
don't rock with him now.
Cam
That's
gave
why
Bro, I
Big
can
Brother
name
advice,
two
man. It
niggas
was
right
Big
now.
Brother advice.
Bro,
he can never
Bro,
give him Big
Cam is
Brother
a
advice
weirdo.
because he don't respect him as a
Cam,
big brother.
So quarterback's supposed to be stealing laptops then, Bushi.
that's
That's what Cam's
that's
saying.
what
that's what I'm
But
saying.
no,
Cam,
no,
Yeah,
hey,
Cam
quarterback's
Jerome,
has
supposed
been
to be
Jerome,
having
stealing
a lot
crab
of
no,
legs
hold
like
flaws.
on,
Jameis
Jerome,
Winston.
Jerome, you smarter than that, Jerome. Come
Quarterback's
on
supposed to
now,
be
dog.
what I'm
You
saying.
so you
smarter
think
than that.
You
people
can't
support
tell
you?
this man
People
something that he
support
already
you?
know.
But you know, damn, listen, you know you can learn something from an old head that made mistakes himself. You know that.
We not saying that
Cam,
you can't.
Cam,
No good.
Cam is telling him something he don't know. I'm gonna tell you how I know this because they thought they were gonna be able to do what they've been doing and everything was
Yep.
gonna go fine.
And so
Yep.
did Cam, and so did everybody else in the world.
And
Yep.
that's why
We
he
but
don't
he
have a
the
you
job right
Sanders
can't
now.
camp ain't the
compare
only ones
Cam
that thought
to
they was
you
gonna be
can't
able to do what
compare
they wanted. They
Cam to
was gonna stay
Shedeur
fine.
though, dog.
Everybody thought they was gonna be able to keep doing what they doing. They was gonna be fine.
Hey,
It's
Tiger,
apples
can
and
you answer
oranges.
my question? Can you answer my question, Tiger?
What's your question?
Why is still why is he not playing until the age of 30 in his late 30s to early 40s?
Why is he
Injuries.
what now?
Cause
Why is he not
he
playing?
ran the
Why is he
ball. He
not?
didn't listen to his coaches.
All right,
Bro, he ain't ask you, bro. Shut up, bro.
I'm gonna give you two
Hey man,
reasons.
cut it out, man. Let's be civil, guys. Come on,
Uh,
man.
I'm gonna give you two
I
reasons.
don't like Medicaid, though.
He
He
had
a
an
hater.
accident.
So just cause you don't like me don't mean you gonna mute me, dog. This ain't your show.
All right, come
Hey,
on,
get him off the
Mosey.
panel, bro.
Hey, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
y'all,
Tiger.
y'all, man. Look, I'm telling you, if y'all can't be civilized, I'm gonna boot y'all out.
Yeah,
Um,
seriously.
Oh, wait.
I'm talking to you too, dedicated, because you know you like your quarterback drunk in the street after that.
Yeah, boy,
Hey,
nigga,
he
slap me,
came at
boy.
me, dog. He came at me. I'm speaking the
I
real. He
don't
come
care.
at me, man.
I know, dog, but y'all chill out, be respectful on the panel now. But so what happened? Cam got in that wreck, and then he came back and he tried to play early, and he got hit on his arm again. Then he had to have surgery, so he messed his arm up. That's
That's
what
not why.
Yeah,
That's not
showed you.
why.
Yes, it
that is
is.
That's
what happened,
not.
bro.
That's not why.
And then
That's
the
not
second,
why.
and hold on, let me give you the second half of it.
Okay, go
Tell me
ahead.
this. Cam said, Shedeur got to understand, he's in a situation like me. When you're the backup and you got a lot of clout, the fans are gonna start cheering for you. And some coaches don't want that pressure on their starter. We just saw it
Okay,
just
so
happened
so
we
can
just
we
saw
be
it.
realistic, Tiger? Can we be realistic right now? How
Hold on,
long do you think
question.
Shador is going to be the backup
Oh,
in
if I can
Cleveland?
tell it, dog, if I can send it home. We just had a dude in New England that was playing good. He got shipped to Dallas because he was playing good and he was putting pressure on the starter. So
Yep.
that's what ended up happening. And that's why they didn't have Tim Tebow behind nobody either, because he had too much hype, too much clout. So they didn't want to have him as a backup because they ever lose one or two games, they're gonna start saying put the backup in, and they don't want that distraction. And that's who Shedeur is. Everybody gonna be pulling for it. So if he's not the starter, and that's why I'm trying to tell y'all, they Browns might dick him around where he might not even play for real. But
But
all
the
right, go.
shit is, can he? The question, everything you just said, I bet we understand that. But he can't help that, bro. That's not something he can control. He
And
can't.
Cam
He
couldn't help
can't
it either.
control how much somebody else like you and want you to play and want to see you, bro. He only control what he can control, which is present himself the way he had been doing since he was in high school, since he was in middle school. He can't change that, bro.
He can change that. Guess what he can say? He can say, "Hey, bro, put the cameras down, dog. Put the cameras down." Like I was with some of my partners, some high profile cats down in Florida. He said, "Hey, T, we know you like doing the videos and shit, dog, but hey, we can't do it here because we don't want to get nobody on tape." I said, "Cool, I got y'all."
But
Hey,
he had
hey, I wanna
every
I
video
wanna
that
add
been
something to
posted
that.
But
recently, every
I
video
wanna
hey,
that
can
add
I
been
say
something to
something?
that.
hold
Hey,
on,
you
every
know
video
why
that been posted
Hey,
recently,
Tiger, can I
do it.
say something a little bit?
Hold
yeah,
on,
go
hold
ahead.
on, hold on, Rand. Hold on,
All
Rand.
right, all right.
Every video that been posted about Shador recently, that wasn't him. That was Bug, the agent or whatever you want to call himself. He the one that been posting Shador, trying to rearrange the image of how people view him and stuff like that. That's Bug that's doing that. The only thing I think he even got control of Shador on IG. Because if you go on Shador IG, it's only one picture, one post like every 1 hour or some shit like that. I
Yeah,
think Bug.
I think that's Travis Hunter agent too.
All
I
right, but
think
see,
I think you made his point though.
and this is what Cam is saying. The only people Shadeur got to worry about impression is the people inside that field house. That's the only people he got to worry about impressing. He
So
already
Yeah,
why can't he
I
just
think
do
that's
that
better.
on the field? Like
he
I
already,
don't understand. Like y'all making a point that just
the all right,
is
cause you know,
non-void for real.
all right, it's stuff that
Nah.
you do at our parties when you go to other people's parties, they don't do. So over here they
But
like
how do you know this though, Tiger? Before you continue, how do you know that people don't do this at their party?
because just like when at my church, Catholics don't do the same thing at their church that we do at our church at the Baptist church. It's not the same vibe.
No, I'm not
Everything
talking about
is
church.
on
I'm
the
talking
side.
about
Everything,
NFL parties.
bro. Shador's getting most of his money. Shador's not getting most of his money from NIL. He getting most of his money from
Hold on, I
endorsement.
just want Tiger to answer this
But
question so I can shut
Shador
up.
works for the NFL now, so
Yeah,
you got to abide by the NFL
yeah,
rules,
yeah.
no
So how
matter
So
about the
what kind of
And,
endorsement?
and
endorsement
and
you
what
got.
and what are the NFL rules? Don't post on social media.
Whatever's in that
Stay out the
contract,
way. Them ain't no
whatever's in that
goddamn
contract.
NFL rules.
It's
Them are
unwritten
not the
That boy
rules.
to
NFL
make the
rules.
What?
rules.
Listen,
Unwritten rules.
when it comes to Shador, and according to
Unwritten rules,
Shador,
wow.
Shador is one of the cleanest quarterbacks to come into the draft in recent years. Now, there's a lot of them, but he's one of the clean. He got no scandals, nothing attached to him, no type of legal crimes, no type of scandals, no type of we cheated the game, no type of steroid talk, no type of nothing. And y'all talking about, oh, well, he
Go
worked for the
Tigers, get
NFL
them
now. Man,
laptops.
get that
No
shit out of here.
domestic
This dude
violence,
clean
Man,
as
no
hell,
hey,
court
man.
Hey,
cases.
Jerome,
hey,
you
can I
missed
say
the
something real
whole
quick?
damn point of what I was
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying, bro.
saying, Jerome. Be missing the point, man.
The
What's your
dude
point,
just
promo?
said
No, y'all missing
Shador
the
got
point.
all these NIL deals and all that, so he got to post and do this. If the NFL say you can't do that, you can't do it.
But the
You
NFL
work
ain't
for the
gonna say
Shield
that,
now,
promo.
bro. Bro, the Shield, you work for the Shield.
But
Just
they're
like
not
when
gonna
you go on
say
that
that,
field,
promo, and they're not saying it.
no, you
Cam
missing
Newton
the
is
I
point.
saying
ain't
it.
saying
You
to
don't know
The
what
nobody
it
else.
say.
They ain't
NFL
gonna
ain't
say it to
saying
him.
that.
Bro, you
okay,
don't know what it say.
so why did his stock drop then, y'all?
Who
You don't know
stopped?
what it say.
I'm
Because they did him
I'm gonna tell
Oh
you.
buffoonery.
my god.
They
Here
I'm
we
gonna
kept
go
tell
with
him.
you.
this.
They
Hey,
Like,
kept
come
him out
on,
of the
man.
not,
Let's
first
please
round.
not talk
hey,
about
His
that.
hey,
stock
hold
dropped
on,
because
Hold on.
hey,
They kept him out of the
hey,
first round so they
no,
could
no, no,
get so
no.
people could watch the
Let
draft
him
for
talk.
3 days.
his
Let
stock
him
dropped
talk.
because Jerome his agent.
Hey,
But
no, no, no. Let me say something real quick.
Not
Agree.
Hey,
talk
I
about
listen,
agree
because
with that.
listen.
y'all
Hey,
y'all went from talking about
He
what he
said
needs to do
Shadorsky get
moving
a
hey, can I
forward
say
to
deal.
talking
something?
about the mistakes he already made. We know what mistakes he already made. We talked about it for
Can I,
7 nights in a
We can talk.
row.
We
hey,
can talk about it. Man, what you
hey,
saying, bro?
let me just
Boost,
say
man.
this
I can't,
quick.
where this nigga?
Let me
He
just say
gone,
this
bro.
quick.
go ahead, friend.
Jerry Richardson sat down with Cam when he first got to Carolina and told him the do's and don'ts. That's why
But
Cam got a different perspective.
listen, Cam, I think Cam is looking out for him, and he's trying to subliminally give him game.
Right.
Now, I really don't think
Oh,
that.
he's a hater, Ryan. What are
No,
you
Bro,
talking about?
bro, I don't
Hey,
know
let
check
what
him
you
this
finish.
got
out.
going on, but if you want to
Hey,
get
let him
somebody
finish.
game, that's not how you do it, bro. You go to that person directly, bro. You don't
Because
go on.
Cam's a weirdo, bro. Cam gonna do it
All
in a
right,
weird way.
all
I'm
right.
telling y'all.
Hey,
Yeah,
let him.
that's true.
Hey,
I
let
don't
him
know
And
finish
you
what
his
don't
you
point.
you don't
do,
talk
but
Go
about
ahead,
a
hey,
man's
Ryan.
jury. You don't talk
that's
about a
not
man's
And Big Tiger
jury and
want to
his
see Cam
cars
best
and his
friend.
celebration.
Go,
That's Calvin
bro.
go
You
Klein.
don't
ahead,
come at
Ryan.
me
Go
like you
ahead,
don't come
Ryan.
I'm
at me
just
like
Finish
that.
Hey,
making
let
your
the
point.
man finish his point.
I'm
Finish
just
making your
saying.
point, Ryan.
I'm just saying. Cam went through this all already, right? Now, I think Shador and Prime was misled because you don't put a fourth round pick on the draft banners
Why everybody
to
get called when he talk?
to promote the draft. So they really thought they were going to get picked in the first round. You know what I'm
And they
saying?
and they
That's what
should
I'm
have got
saying.
picked in
That
the
nigga
first
tricked
round.
that nigga Prime, man. That nigga Prime
Huh?
got tricked. He got okey doke, man. They
I'm
tricked
telling
that
you.
nigga Prime, man.
I'm telling you. And then
They
they
should have got Shador a real agent. And
and
the
then
agent
they
was
blamed it on all the little stuff that really
If the
did not
Browns players
matter.
already taking us for
You know,
Shador, why does everybody else care? The team messing with
Look,
him, so why do everybody else care?
we know the mistakes they made already. I don't know why
yeah,
y'all keep
definitely,
what's
talking
man.
about this
what's the
every
mistakes?
goddamn night. Every night we gotta talk about he should have got an agent. They was misled. They thought they was going. We talked about that shit for 7 days in a row already, dog. Like we know. I don't understand why y'all want to talk
Hey,
about it
Tiger,
every
take that
night.
down. Fire, block your channel.
All
Well,
right. So
well,
so
that's the
look.
game.
So look. This picture right here. I'm throwing up real quick to just show y'all. This is the perception that somebody gonna put out about Shador right here. And
You putting it out right now.
But why he don't smoke weed?
dog. So this is the reason why Coach Prime wanted Shador to cut his hair. Same thing with Cam Newton. The owner told Cam Newton to keep his hair cut like that. Cam grew his
And he
hair
can't wear
out.
earrings. Yeah.
Yeah.
You putting
So
this out, give him my idea, Tiger.
Hold
Give him
on,
Bruh.
this.
No,
Tiger.
nobody's
What the fuck
conforming
is
to
it?
this shit
Hold
anymore,
on.
man.
Cam Ward has hair, and he went number one. So
he
what are we talking about?
he keep going down my thing. If I can show y'all some other stuff, damn, y'all chill out. So look, this is Cleveland's first
He
overall.
should clean. He should clean white boy.
Hold on, let Tiger finish his point.
My point, dog. Y'all start acting like, man, come on, y'all. Boy, I'm telling you, dog. Look, this is their first overall pick, right? Man, you see my man got a little tattoo on his arm. When he make his play, guess what he doing right now when he making this play right here? He's saying I got big kahunas. I got big nuts.
What?
Bro, what is your point of this?
Dog, we ain't heard about none of this in the draft. They never talked about none of this in the draft. Here go another thing. He throwing up the money signs like Johnny Manziel. We never heard about none of this during the draft, right? Now he showed up and he blocked the kick in a crucial moment in the game. But another time he made a play. He throwing up the money signs again. So dude talk shit. He do all kind of extra stuff. But guess what? They decided to overlook this for this dude for whatever reason why. You know what I'm saying? We can't say why. They overlooked his. But if Shedeur was doing this, you know how many times they would talk about all this stuff?
They
So
do
why?
talk
But they
about
don't.
it. He
First of
does
all,
But
do it.
they don't. But they
Cleveland,
don't
Cleveland
understand
made
Shador.
Cleveland made a big
Let him land the plane, man, because that motherfucker's
So
still
we
hovering right now.
by the same.
Cleveland made a big mistake taking the defensive tackle number 5.
So
That's
He
I
was
kind
number
of say
one.
that too. And like he don't jump off the board with me. That is great, but it is
he
what it is.
doesn't play with a high motor. Go ahead, Tiger.
But the thing about it is, he was able to get away with it, and some people can't. A lot of times, I cannot get away with stuff that I know some other cats can. It is what it is. It's the rules of the game. You gotta
That's
live with
black
it and
people in general.
learn how to maneuver in this world, bro.
We know he white
And
privileged. All right, what
Shador's
else?
already doing that. He got picked
That's
144. He's going to the camp. He living with what already happened.
well,
He's privileged. We already know that. What was your point of that?
My point
Yeah,
was
you
that
didn't land the plane, man. You got to
I
land the plane.
that
That shit's still
people
hovering.
do stuff and they don't nitpick on it. But when Shedeur do stuff, they gonna nitpick. Cam is saying like, look,
We
bro,
know that.
got a bigger light on you. So some of the stuff
But
that
Ty,
you
but
hey,
you
somebody
know,
need to move. Hey, who that is moving around in the background? Who moving?
you moving.
Somebody moving is somebody walking or something.
Take the pictures down so we can see.
Yeah, I heard it too, Tiger. I don't know who that
I
was.
mean, whoever doing it know who moving, man. Just mute your camera or your phone or whatever.
Everybody just mute if you ain't talking. That's easier.
But so the only thing what we saying, bro, is because Shedeur had this high profile, Cam had this high profile. Some of the stuff that other dudes can get away with, Shedeur can't do it. And how Shedeur and they kept them moved the last few years and they worked for him. The NFL don't want that here. They ain't y'all music too loud. That's what they saying. You know when you in the hood, you can play your music how you want to play
that
it.
means you
You
too
go on the other
black.
side of town and you try to play your music loud, police pull up behind you.
Hey,
So
Tiger, let me ask you a question.
that's all they
That
saying
means you too black,
is
Tiger.
I get
That's
that.
what
I
they
get
saying.
that.
you can't do
I
the same
get that. But
thing
listen,
if you want to be in this room with us. So you got to change up, or you need to go somewhere else. And that's why I was saying, if you go to another league, let's get it. We can turn up, and you can do how you want to do it because you can be a main player on the board that they can't replace.
But he's trying to play on the highest level. That's not them
Just go
Canadian
back to the
niggas.
UFL.
Man, Canada about to be the 51st state, man.
Bro, y'all don't think the NFL wants Shador to do what he does? Like, if y'all think the NFL trying to not let Shador do first of all, Bucky already got clearance to be with Shador from the commissioner, Roger Goodell. Y'all know how much money the NFL finna make off Shador in the
Oh,
Sanders family?
word?
Y'all think they don't
You
want
got
him
the
to do what
clearance?
he's doing?
Tiger,
They
you tricked
want
me,
him to do
Tiger.
that shit. They
they
want
want
him
Trick,
to
the
do
man
that.
Yeah,
to
you tricked me,
Y'all
they
Tiger.
definitely
crazy if
did.
y'all
how
think
he
they,
do it.
You
oh,
tricked
this
me,
the
man.
NFL dog. You can't do that. Y'all crazy,
But
man.
listen,
I got
How
but
you know
they
tricked.
don't.
Bucky got the
They,
So,
clearance, bro?
so
they don't even understand.
y'all don't remember when Allen Iverson was trying to do a rap album? They was trying to block that. Y'all remember that?
No.
Oh, they did block him. Yeah, they
I
took him out
remember
the
when they
show.
changed the dress code because of Allen
I mean,
Iverson.
okay,
I
okay.
remember when
What's the
everybody in
point
the
of
league
that,
started wearing
Tiger?
cornrows
Hold
because of
on,
Allen
hold
Well,
on,
Iverson.
hold
well,
on. What's the point of that, Tiger? Because
what
Kobe
what you
Bryant
what
made a rap album and so did Shaq. So what's your point?
exactly? What you think the point of it is? What's the difference
I
for?
don't know. That's the. I'm trying to figure it out.
All right. So the point is, Allen Iverson had a little bit more street cred to him. He had more people following him that like from the hood, whatever that he had a
Well,
bigger.
Are you saying Allen Iverson
well,
had
this,
more people
well, this is what
following
I
him than
mean.
Shaq and Kobe?
This is that
Yeah,
right there, Ty.
cats,
Come on, Tiger. Come, all
hood
right.
cats. Listen, what
Okay.
I'm saying. Hood cats, black
From
and
the
brown
hood.
people. Kobe had different kind
Shador
of.
is a
Kobe had people
suburban
from all
kid,
different.
bro.
Hold on. What you say, Tiger?
Kobe had all different kind of folks. He had people from different countries following him. He had a different crowd.
Shador ain't no suburban kid either. He from
Listen,
Dallas.
all I'm saying is if the
What?
NFL wanted Shador to stop doing what he's
What is
doing,
he?
he wouldn't be the number one post on all their pages every goddamn day, bro.
Right, right.
Y'all not
He
from
sure
Dallas, so
enough
y'all don't
wouldn't.
understand. Shador is not a suburban kid.
What is he?
He's
What
not a
is he?
suburban kid. He grew up in the inner cities.
He grew up in the city, bro. He's
Oh,
from Dallas, Texas, bro.
he's a
Shador.
suburban kid.
No, he's
He,
not,
Okay,
bro.
bro.
he
All
is.
right. Okay.
Bro,
What?
All
What?
right.
What?
Y'all got it. Y'all got it. He's a suburban
okay.
kid.
He
He grew up
grew
in
up.
Canton, Texas,
He
or whatever
grew
it's
up.
called.
He grew up on a ranch and went
That's
to
where
the
he
He
lived.
didn't grow up in the
He
ranch.
went
That
to
ranch didn't
inner
get
city
built.
schools and stuff, bro. He
No, he
played
did not.
football in the
He
inner
graduated
city.
from a private school. What are you
Oh
talking
my
No, he
about?
went
God,
to
bro.
a
A
public
Yes.
school
school.
that
He went
Prime
to a
built,
public school.
bro.
He ain't went.
No,
He
he
didn't
did
go to a
not. He
private
went
school
to
until
what's
like his
that
tenth grade
Christian
year.
school?
he
He
went
didn't
to
go
That's
to a
Hey,
his
private school
high
till
hey,
tenth
school,
grade year.
bro. He went to other inner city schools.
He went to
LT
a
just
public school
told
in
us
Dallas,
about
Texas.
it.
Oh
hey,
my
can I
god!
ask y'all a question? This for Tiger and Promo
And he stayed
specifically,
in
and
a
maybe Boosie
middle
too.
class household.
So what do y'all think about what I
Stop
said?
it.
Y'all
He
think the
did. You
NFL
not
wants
from
Shador to
Dallas. You
turn
don't
it
know.
down?
no the
Um,
NFL. They know how to capitalize off stuff. If they see they can,
Okay, so
they
oh
gonna
my
cap.
bad. Go ahead.
If they,
So
they
do they want him to turn it down or no? You didn't answer the question.
I said if they see a way they can make money off something, they gonna capitalize on. It. But
So do they want him
still
to
not gonna.
turn it down or no?
But they still not gonna let you run it the way you want to run it because you saw what happened to him. They slapped him on the wrist
What
because he
happened to him? They still let him in the league though. They slapped
yeah,
him
but
on the wrist
where?
money he
because
lost.
of other reasons. So they still let him in the league, and he's still number one post on all their pages.
But okay, but who lost the most? The NFL or Shador?
Shador right now, but he finna get it all
Right.
baand they know that.
But who gonna
He
Yeah,
make
can
the
they
never get
know it.
that back.
over the next 4 years?
No,
He'll
no,
never
no, no,
get it
no.
back.
What,
Ryan, that sound like a hater.
A
bro?
hater.
He's gonna make
How,
$40 million
What it
this
sound
year
like,
alone.
Ryan?
how is he gonna make up the 40
He's gonna
million?
make $40 million this year alone.
Because
He
Watch
he
when that
because
already
legendary
Ryan,
lost it.
shoot. Watch when that legendary
because
shoe
Ryan,
drops.
NFL
Ryan,
contract money. NFL
Ryan,
contract money.
he will be the highest paid quarterback when he goes to re up. You watch.
All right, so look. All right, so look. What is he making now?
The NFL contract, he getting like a mil a year.
Yeah,
All right. So
He getting
he
like a mil a year.
listen.
they screwed him right now,
So he
but he'll
lost
get it all
40.
on the back end. He'll get it all on the back end.
But who getting paid right now though?
During
So
this
so 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 listen to this. Let's do 5 years. Let's do a 5 year total of what they're gonna make.
No,
So you
no,
got Cam
he
Ward.
gets 40. He gets a 4 year contract,
Yeah,
Ron.
but I'm saying doing a 5 year total because I want to see what he gonna get on that next contract for that fifth year. So 5 year totals, Shador making what a mil a year. So if he gets a $250 million contract, which God willing he will be, so that if in his 5 years,
Let's hope he no, Ron. Let's hope he gets a Patrick Mahomes joint. 10
all right, but
years, 500 million.
he still lost the
10 years, a billion.
initial 40.
yeah, he
That's
he 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 lost out, Rand. You're correct. He lost out on getting paid from the NFL 40 million. But what he did not lose out on is his brand got bigger, his name got bigger. So he's still going to get all that money you think he missed out on. Yeah, he's not getting it from the NFL, but he gonna
so
get it
He's
from
getting it in,
Nike.
so
he
He
you
gonna
he's
get
think
it.
getting
He
an
gonna get it from
he
somewhere
endorsement.
else.
wouldn't
Of course, he wants
Nike,
that money, Rand.
Gatorade.
I understand what you're saying, Rand. Of course, he would have wanted to have that 40 million, but they made some mistakes, man. They made some mistakes, It's over with. There's nothing they can do to change it. Now they have to go get the bag how they know how to go get the bag. And he
Right.
got one of
Okay.
the biggest
Going that
hustlers in
forward.
sports right now.
That's a fact.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm just looking at the way I see it.
No, you're right. You're
Mhm.
absolutely 1,000% right. He lost out on 40 mil from the NFL for sure,
Mhm.
1,000%. But he finna be big
Bro,
time,
that
man.
nigga just gotta go ham, bro.
You're 100% right. He got to go ham. He got to ball out. He got to do his thing. And in order to do that, you got to have playing time. To get playing time, you have to win over your coaches, right?
That's a fact.
And that's what Cam Newton said. And so this is the well.
But the
Well,
shit is that the way Cam Newton said the shit, he didn't have to say all that extra shit that he said, bro. Cause that's all I don't know, but to me that sounds like some hidden shit.
Exactly. That was my only point. But Tiger
I'm
and
gonna,
Promo, they
And,
want to
and
overlook the
hold on,
hate and
bro,
say
no,
hold on,
Cam Newton is
hold
being
on,
cool. They want to
hold on,
overlook the.
Jerome.
You can't overlook the hate, dog.
What are
no,
you
Just
trying to
because
no,
he
say?
Bro,
said some
Though?
Cam
valid
Newton,
shit.
right
bro,
now,
Cam
Can't
Newton
overlook it,
himself,
bro.
right now.
Cam Newton
What are you
himself is
trying to say to
he's
me,
a dramatic
Tiger?
nigga, bro. That
Well,
nigga with the whole hat, Cowboys and all, bro. That nigga do extra shit too. So how you gonna hit on another nigga for doing extra
Right.
shit
And he
that you do?
and he and he
Tiger,
learned
what are you
something
trying
from
to say?
that. And he learned something from that.
That's
You
why
know what I'm
that's
saying?
why I said the hate.
So
dog, what
he's
your parents say? Do what I say, not as I do. Because they know they
Right.
flawed. But they know
Hey,
better for you, though. They know better
right,
for you.
Tiger, Tiger,
right.
what are you
Hey,
trying to say to me?
But that's some shit you
All
go
right.
at the
So
nigga
what,
directly,
now,
bro.
hold
You
on.
want to stand in front of the
Hold
video
on,
and
bro.
say
Hold
that.
on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Go
Let
ahead.
me let me and Will do this real quick. All right, well, when I told you earlier, I like Cam was saying he got to win over the coaches. You were like, he don't got to win over the coaches.
Nah,
Is
he gotta
Play
do
gonna
that.
do the talking? That's what I was trying to tell
well,
you.
Webb, I think he's saying he got to get on the field first.
Yeah, he
And
right.
gotta
and
do
the,
that.
and the only way to get on the field is to have the
But
coaches
what I was
trust
trying to
him.
tell Tiger is how long does that sustain when he is the best quarterback on that team right now? He's
But what?
You're
by
right.
far
You
better
got to
than
show
You're
it. You
absolutely
got to
right.
show it.
All
In
right,
my
Hey,
well,
Will.
Or do y'all hear that too?
all
Hey,
right, because
Will. Let
But
me ask you a
I
for
hear
the
it.
question.
I
fuck,
hear
we
it.
don't even know that yet. To keep it a stack,
Hey,
we don't even know that yet.
yeah.
bro. Come
Hey,
on,
how?
bro. He's
Wait.
better than Kenny Pickett, Joe
Keep it a,
Flacco, and Dylan Gabriels.
yeah,
We know that.
bro. We know that, but the nigga gotta show it, bro. He show
Hey,
it to
Will.
us
Let
in
me ask you a
college.
question.
He show it to us in college, but not NFL.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Will. Let me ask you a question. Like, how
Okay,
can
go ahead.
you say? How can you say he's better than Flacco when Shedeur has never took a snap from underneath center? You know, Cleveland don't run no spread offense, dog.
Oh my
He's
God, bro.
gonna run a totally different offense.
Are
Y'all
we
act
really
like that's
ready to
hard
compare
to
Joe
take a snap
Flacco
underneath center.
at the age of
Bro, have you ever played
65?
quarterback?
Are
It's
we
it's
getting
totally
ready
different.
to
Shotgun and
compare
underneath center is totally different. Why you
bro?
think Patrick
It's
Mahomes
not
rode the
hard. It's
benches
not
first
hard.
season?
That's a good question though, Webb.
Why do you
Hold on,
think Patrick Mahomes
bro,
rode the benches first season?
promo.
Because
Are
he
we
played
getting
against
ready
spread
to
offense in
compare?
college.
Are we getting ready to compare a 65-year-old Joe Flacco to a young Shedeur? Is that what we doing? Just let me know if that's what we doing.
No, that bro, you missing the point.
You know that's what they do.
Hmm.
You missing
no,
the point.
Man,
same
Bucket, no, it's
roster.
not. Stop it.
I'm
They on the
done.
same roster. So guess what them coaches gonna do? Well, they gonna compare Joe Flacco and Shador.
Right.
Bro, Flacco ain't played a whole season in like 7 years, bro. Stop it.
No,
Uh,
that's not the point, though. The point is he has to show them that he can play underneath center.
Hey, so
the,
I got a question for y'all. Even Joe
To
Cloud,
do, that's
everybody
what
done
he
said
got to
it.
do.
Shador being a backup is gonna be a distraction, right? Like also they said that a lot of coaches didn't want to bring Shador in because they know if their team is trash, they're gonna be calling for Prime. All of that, right? So we done heard all of that. That he don't want to be they don't want him to be a backup because he a distraction and this and this and that. So why did Cleveland still bring this man in? Why do y'all
But
why
I
did
think
Cleveland bring this man
Does
in?
my mic?
You say
no,
that again, Ren?
I said I believe that was their original plan.
And I believe it too, which means he already won the staff over. They already know he can play.
Mm-mm.
They already
Well,
know he can ball.
they said it. They say what happened.
They
They said the
they
owner
saying
made
something
a call.
opposite.
Hey, they said the owner made a
probably
call
good.
down to the GM and said, "Hey, y'all better draft Shador.
Okay, why though?
Stop,
Nah,
stop."
the owner was right behind him, bro.
Why
because
why
the
why did
owner
he
like
why did he
making
tell him to
money.
draft him though? Why did he tell him to
God,
draft
he
him?
want
Do you
to
The
make
think
the
owner
dollar.
like making
Because
money. And
that's
guess what
that's
Shedeur
the
finna do
difference
for the
in money.
Browns this year? He finna
what?
make
Make
a lot of money.
Yup.
Being a backup and a distraction,
He got
he
one of
gonna
the
make
top
him a lot of
jerseys.
money.
He got one of the top
Shit.
jersey sales, right?
They only get
Tim
a third.
Tebow,
They ain't getting no money from that. They not getting no
Tim
money from his
Tebow did the
jersey.
same thing, dog.
Money from
They not getting no money from Shador's jersey, dog.
who get money from the jersey?
The team barely get. They get a third of a third.
What you mean a third, a 30% or 3%?
Shador get 2/3 of the jersey sale. The rest go to the team and the NFLPA.
Okay, so they split it up like 30%, right?
No, Shador getting like 60%. They getting like 15%. But what I'm saying is, him being a backup. Why would you bring him in if he's going to be a distraction? Because that's what everybody didn't want, right? So why would the owner be like, okay, we want the distraction,
Because the owner, guess what distraction does? It brings more eyes to your program and you make money.
but
No,
nobody's doing. They're going to make money regardless, whether it's Shador or
yeah,
Dylan Gabriel. They're going to make money.
but you make
Okay, so
more money.
y'all arguing he not gonna start. Some of y'all arguing he is gonna start. What's the all right? What's the topic, bro?
They brought him in because he can play, and he is going
All
to
right.
play for the Browns. That's why they brought him in. Not because the owner called him and said, "Hey, take him." Not because the owner trying to make money. They brought him in because he can play. Now, whatever that bull crap happened with, why he dropped and all of this and that, he can play. That's why they brought him in, or else they would have just kept
You know, fact.
passing on him.
No,
Everybody
they
know
brought him in because he can play and because he a human coming and he gonna bring a lot of eyes to that program. Not
Well, they
like I
see it from the
said it.
draft and his
I
jersey
said
selling out.
I said I don't want Shadeur to go to Cleveland, but if he go to Cleveland, I'm gonna watch Cleveland games. I said he gonna have the same effect in Cleveland like LeBron had. People gonna watch
Not
the
if
game,
not if he not playing, Tiger. Not if he not playing.
but preseason they gonna watch because they gonna
Yeah,
hold.
that's 3.5 games.
They gonna
If he's
scream
not
his
playing,
they
if
gonna
he's
scream
not
his name
playing,
in the regular season.
he has to play in order for all the stuff y'all talking about to make money and to improve the brand and do all. He has to play. He has to play.
All right.
So it goes back to my original point, which is what Rand said. That's where he was going in the first place. How the hell Cleveland know he gonna be there at 144?
Did that.
Did y'all watch Joe Flacco new
I don't know.
interview that he just dropped?
We don't know.
Hell no.
Yeah, I saw that
Joe
shit.
Flacco?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
saw
did an
that.
interview with the Browns commentator or somebody. He did some interview with somebody, and it was talking about the QB battle.
Flacco said he not worried about that.
Yeah, he said he's not worried about him.
That's what he's
He,
supposed to
he,
say.
he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be worried about him. He know this is last hoorah regardless of who they draft. He get paid.
Yeah,
He
but he
finna go
wasn't
sit
happy
down.
with the hips and all
I
that.
hope I hope Shador get with Flacco and learn from it. Flacco at one point was a good pocket
Nah,
passing
Flacco talking.
quarterback.
Nah, Flacco talking
I
about like
want him to
the
get
way
with
he
him.
was talking. Like he was like, I ain't. It basically saying he ain't fucking with him.
Yeah, he
No,
good.
What?
but you remember Prime and Shador made a
Damn.
comment about Flacco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Don't
a lot of
forget
people
Yeah,
that.
that
yeah,
made
yeah,
comments
yeah.
about Prime and Shador, dude.
You
Process.
gotta
No,
You
watch
but
got
the
to
no,
get
nah,
interview.
over
they
it.
they
You
teammates.
got to get over it.
They
You gotta watch
teammates.
the interview to see
No,
what
but
what what
Jerome,
was
you
his vibe
forgetting.
was.
Remember when Flacco was in Baltimore, he refused to mentor Lamar Jackson.
No,
Yeah.
He
that's
don't
not
like he don't like mentoring
not true.
quarterback.
That is not true, promo.
Yeah, bro, that is true. That's
Uh,
that's fact.
okay.
You
That
gotta
came
watch
out of
the.
his mouth.
You just remember that I go to the
He
same
said
barber
that
shop
out of
as
his mouth.
Lamar Jackson.
Go look up the interview. Joe
Y'all
Flacco
got
said
the
that out
same
of his mouth
haircut.
when they drafted Lamar Jackson. He said it's not my job.
We don't got the same birthday.
He said it's not my job, bro.
I go to the same barber shop as him. I was talking to him.
Promo, they said cat, bro. They said he never said that, promo.
Yes, he did, bro.
No, he did not.
Go.
Promo.
You
Why
know,
you
I'm a.
promo and
I'm.
Big Tiger just
Hey,
be saying
Jerome,
promo
I'm gonna
anything
said
on
that
find
here.
the
a
link
defensive
and I'm gonna send
lineman
it to
ran
you.
a 4.1.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't know. You could be right. I'm not saying. I'm just
I'm
saying
gonna
Hold
what
find
they
it. I'm gonna
what
Cat,
send
they
it to
cat,
you.
on,
saying.
little
cat,
bug.
bro.
Hold on, little bug. Now,
Promo,
Look at me.
promo got up
Fucking
on the
wild,
it,
show
man.
a while back and said a defensive lineman ran a
Fucking wild.
4.1.
Hold on. Let Tiger talk. Tiger try to say something.
I said, now, Buggy, you right. Now, promo do jump out the window sometimes, but you can check my receipts.
He said you do too.
He said Shador has
Shit.
respect for Flacco. Coach Prime said Flacco is too old. Yeah, he was just calling him old. He didn't say he couldn't play. He just said he old.
I never
Yeah,
All he
said
but
said
you
was
that.
Joe
I
gotta,
just said
Flacco.
they
Joe
made it
Flacco
coming.
40. That's the truth.
but
He
you y'all
40.
just gotta watch the interview to see what like how he came off of like when he was answering the questions about Shedeur. Like he didn't say his name, but you could tell like he really wasn't fucking with him type shit.
Because you know
Bro,
that's
I
his only
just said
competition. What about Deshaun Watson? What about Deshaun Watson mentoring him? What do
He's
y'all think
done.
about that?
He's done.
I don't even think he gonna
No,
beat him.
I'm
That's a
talking about
go.
mentoring him. What
No, I
about
think
That's
that?
a
he's
go.
done, Rome. I don't even
Come
think
on,
he
dog.
play
Come on, dog.
That's
I
a
don't think he
go.
Why
gonna
you
beat him.
say come
Why
on,
not?
dog?
I don't think he's gonna be in the
He got
building.
allegations going. Why would you want him to mentor?
Man, who cares? Just because he a freak don't mean Shador got to be a freak. Like,
Yeah,
come on, man.
I think
We
Jerome
talking
tried to
about football.
sabotage him,
I
man.
don't think I want to take any advice from him. All right.
We talking about football, dog.
Dog, how
Hey,
the
So what
NFL,
hey,
did he?
Jerome. Jerome, you want him
What
in the
did he
club to mentor about
learn
Deshaun Watson. What could
learn
go
from
wrong?
them?
Yeah, Shador ain't gonna play that low. Giving
I don't even think
Jerome
Deshaun
advice.
Watson is going to be in the facilities this year because
That's what I said. I don't even think he'll be in the facility.
But I don't know why
Man,
people sleeping on that little kid though. Gabriel,
Who?
bro. I think he bro. I don't think he gonna give it
I
up like
think
that
he's going to be a
tomorrow.
small bum, just what he is.
No,
He too
Damn.
small.
I don't think
yeah,
Damn.
so.
Gabriel ain't it, dog. If Gabriel was it, they wouldn't have picked Shador. They would have wasted the pick on Shador
That
if
boy
Gabriel
is
was it.
5'8" playing quarterback. He can't even see over the offensive
They
line.
did, that was just the last. That was just the last straw of disrespect for Shador right
He
there.
do
They
got
had to
a,
get it
The
in.
a
jump
big ass
pass, Web.
head.
The jump
I know
pass.
that. Well, to try to make
Huh?
you exaggerate stuff. You try to make your point. Why you just can't keep it?
Mm.
I'm just saying.
You
You
not
Because
tell
keeping
me
it
I'm
professional.
now you
boy
talking this
is
guy
a bum. He's
5'8".
Jelly
terrible.
bean looking at.
You got
Yeah,
all
I
of
don't
the
think.
talent. You got all
I
the
think
talent
Gabriel
in the
go
world,
battle.
and you
He
couldn't even get them to the playoffs, bro. Come on, like
yeah, Gabriel ain't just gonna lay down. He
Who was in
not,
the
and he's
playoff?
decent. He's not trash. Gabriel's
Oregon
not
was in the
trash.
playoff.
Let me ask this question because
they
Ronan
He
was
got
was.
asking.
Who
hard,
said
man.
Oregon won in the playoffs?
He got hard.
Yeah, he was
Somebody
number one
said
seed.
that.
Go
Oregon,
ahead.
Oregon
He
was in
won
the
the Big
playoffs.
Ten and he went into the playoffs.
Ask
Go
Webb
ahead.
this,
Go ahead, Ty.
and he
Oh my
went all
bad. He didn't
around.
do much.
He
I
he
didn't
went
even notice
around.
Oregon in the
What's the
playoffs.
So
question?
Rome, out of that group, decide like don't count on Watson. All these
Yeah.
quarterbacks in the Cleveland Brown facility, who has the best resumes? Like what does should do a resume stack up against these guys?
Yeah, well, his resume don't stack up at all because he ain't played in the
None.
NFL.
Yeah.
But Joe Flacco, Super Bowl winning champ, Kenny Pickett is 14-3 in his last 17 games. So these dudes can play, dog. Like they not no trash quarterback. Like you talking to me, Tiger. You not talking to you. I know y'all think I'm a colt, this and that. I'm gonna tell it like it is. These dudes got way better resumes and they can play.
Yeah, this ain't promo he talking to.
Yeah, that's why I want to ask to see if you're gonna keep it a book. Even with Dylan, if you look at their college records, Dylan got a nice resume.
Yeah,
So
for sure. I
so
don't think Dylan trash at all.
so
I do.
Shador got an uphill battle. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but that's why we saying like with all the stuff. I know Prime them they're gonna do it the way they do it, but right now he's back up against the wall, dog. Like so, put your work in, do what you do. Let Prime them post. You know what I'm saying? If you do
Yeah.
some bucky, whatever, y'all hanging out, whatever. But
Yeah.
don't really try to do no extra because they looking for a reason to try to punish him anyway. I think that's what Cam was trying to say. They looking for a reason. Like Sap said it. Sap said they looking for a reason not to give you some money or not to give you a job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Hey,
the less they see of you on social media, the better because it's less they can nitpick on. That's all Cam was trying to say in my eyes, y'all. Because he got an uphill battle, man.
Hold on,
there
hold
you
on.
I
go.
think it's the
I
best
ask you a
position for him to
question.
be in. He need that. He need that adversity.
Why did Dylan Gabriel play 6 years in college?
A lot of quarterbacks play 6 years.
They
Same reason
trying to
why
get
he
sick of your phone.
got
No, I'm just
Cam Newton, I
asking.
mean,
Like, was it
Bo
'cause
Nix
he got
played
hurt?
7 almost,
Hold
probably.
on, was it
Like,
because he got hurt? Like, what was the reason he played 6 years in college?
I
I
think he
don't
got
know.
red
Because
shirted
I
for
see a
he
lot of
used his he
in the
used his
chat.
COVID year for sure. I know that, but I don't
COVID
know
year,
about
a red shirt year, COVID year, and there you go.
Where else? Where else did he play at? Oregon. Where
Oklahoma.
else?
Oklahoma.
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 So he was behind the boy
Kyler
for the
Murray.
Like,
Bears, right?
Abel played
Nah,
at
he
Oh,
Oklahoma.
Murray.
Nothing special. There's nothing special about him. All he has is all like he has a cannon. I'll give him that. Like he puts a lot of velocity on the ball, but nothing else is special about him.
Yeah,
Nothing.
they say he had the highest velocity ball at out of all the quarterbacks in the draft this year. He had the highest velocity.
That don't mean. I mean, okay. So what? You got a
That doesn't mean you got
fastball.
pop. You got pop coming off your
That's what
balls,
I'm
which
saying.
should help you be able to put it in the time. I mean, it's a trait. Like we can't just dismiss it. It is a good trait as a
All right.
quarterback to have. It's not
They,
the end all
say
Ask
be
he
all
loves,
though.
they
ask
say he played
ask
at
the
UCF.
receivers what they like better though. Catchable
Or
balls
for us,
or
what?
catching the ball. Whether they like rocket arms or they like footballs they can catch.
Shit, if
Catchable
I got
balls.
if I got to put something in a tight window to where you can catch it and hurry up and get down before you get smacked, I guarantee they're gonna like that better.
Well,
But that could
guess.
fall in with
It all de-
application too, though.
yeah, it
Um,
all depends. Like I said, they're all attributes. It's good to have as many of them as you can, dog. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. I've seen guys with rocket arms overthrow everything,
Yeah,
underthrow everything because
you
they
got
ain't
to know
had
when to
touch.
use it, man. You got to know when to
Well,
use it. Like they not gonna be using it every pass. I'm not finna do a check down and throw you a bullet. It's like all about knowing where to use it. That's what I would say.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
do agree with you. They prefer the soft touch. Nobody trying to break their hand, especially playing in the
right?
cold.
The
Yeah.
Browns will run more than they pass. So if y'all think Shedeur finna just come in here and just throw 80 passes, y'all crazy.
No,
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see him with a running game. I'm excited to see his back up against the wall. Like I'm
Tight
finna really find
ends.
out. I'm finna really find out if he loves football, man. Like I
he
always thought
does.
he did because of his work ethic. I always thought he did. But when you gotta go in the fifth round and grind your way up when there's 4 or 5 other quarterbacks in the this gonna show me if you really love football or not, dog.
This will be his
But
first
but
career when he have a stacked team.
but let me ask you a question. What is it that you saw that makes you think that he doesn't love it?
No, nothing. Like I said, I've
Right.
always thought Shador was in love with football. This will solidify it for me because it could have been in love with it till you got to the NFL to get that bag. Like now that didn't happen, let me see if you still love the game and really, really go get. I think the answer is yes, but
I think the
this
Working
kid
your
will, in
way
my
up on a third
opinion, this
round
will
I
pick
tell
think
it.
and
the kid is
Vic.
so misunderstood, man. He's so
Oh yeah,
misunderstood.
I agree with you 1,000% on
You
that.
think he misunderstood by who?
Ev- Everybody.
By you
Look,
for sure.
ev- everybody who doesn't watch his videos like we do.
Yeah, all right, I'm glad you said that. See how little Bucky just be saying stuff. That's why you ain't no blue wall member because you talking like Bucky.
What do you say?
You ain't gonna give me body with hell.
Yes, yeah.
I don't give a damn.
Well,
Sir
I'm
could
gonna get it
pick
to you.
him.
I told you, you gotta stop stabbing folks. You trying to stab me? So I know you gonna stab other people.
You
He
capping
He
wrote.
like
said,
salt.
What is it? What is Wild Dog Tyson said? Cam Ward at
He
Miami
he
served
took my wrench away,
to
Buggy. So
pick
it's all
him
good.
at number 1 pick.